Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you probably want to kind of start some sort of online business or want to start actually making money with photography. And a lot of us, maybe even you yourself, kind of realized through this whole pandemic that online businesses are really the way to go in the future. And so I kind of want to make this whole series, as I already said in my previous video, to first of all show you my journey of kind of creating a photography business, but also, and kind of most importantly almost, to help you guys out, to really show you step by step what you have to go through if you want to create an online brand, an online business, or just start making money with photography. So without any further ado, today we are talking about branding, because branding is super important. Because if you have any sort of online business, online store, whatever it is, you want people to be able to identify your work. And how does that work? Well, it works with branding, so let's go. And before we actually jump into this video any further, do check out my Instagram. It's at Sophie Berger. It's going to be right here. If you kind of want to see how my photography is going right now, if you want to join me on this journey, and also just if you kind of want to connect with me more, Instagram is probably the best way to do that. So if you are looking to create an online business or make money with photography, or you're just kind of interested in my own journey, go leave a like down below. It's all I'm asking for, and it would really help me out. So now let's get started. Okay, so in my last video I already mentioned this black notebook right here where I just kind of took some notes, and on the topic of logos, these are kind of the notes I made. I'm just gonna like hold them into the camera here. I think you guys can see those. So some little sketches and then my signature and stuff, kind of my ideas. Okay, but before we jump deeper into what those notes actually mean, let me kind of talk about what branding actually kind of includes. So if you go on a website, you often see a logo, you might see kind of a slogan or a tagline, and then branding also kind of includes the whole feel of your content. Does everything kind of tie together nicely? What is it that your business or you as a person, if it's a personal brand, stand for? And on this topic, I do want to recommend another kind of YouTuber or content creator who also is a photographer actually, and I kind of got this approach to branding from him. His name is Evan Ramft, so go check him out down below. I'll also leave a link there, and tell him that I sent you guys over. But so basically, when I looked at his website, evanramft.com, I kind of saw his own tagline, which is "Photography lives forever," and that kind of really inspired me because, first of all, it's powerful, it's short, and it's easy to remember, and that's really what you want from a tagline. So if you're kind of trying to create a business right now, remember those three things. If you're making a tagline, you want it to be short, memorable, and powerful as well, and you really want it to kind of identify you. You want to be able to just kind of feel the emotion in that tagline, or you want it to represent what you stand for. So photography lives forever didn't really like connect with me that much. Like there's nothing, like I don't really stand for that tagline, that's his tagline, but I kind of wanted to create my own version of that. And in my previous video, the one about motivation, again, link in the description and in the eye above, I talked about the motivation as to why I wanted to start this whole photography online business. And one of the main reasons was that I just used to love looking through old photos as a kid. So that really kind of linked to photographies and memories. And so I knew that I kind of wanted to incorporate memories and photos into my tagline. And so I actually came up with photos feed memories, because I just feel like that is also super powerful, and it kind of stands for the idea that by taking photos, you're kind of capturing moments that will then allow you to remember those moments better. Okay, so that's kind of the tagline out of the way, which is one of the three key parts of branding, or two main key parts if you're talking like logo and then tagline, and then just kind of the feel of your brand. But anyways, so next let's actually jump and talk about the logo that I decided to go with. So at first, again, going back to my kind of notes in here, you probably saw before I had these kind of drawings with like a Polaroid and some like thought bubbles or whatever you want to call that on there. And that was again kind of a link to my tagline of photos create memories. So I kind of wanted to incorporate something that stood for photos and something that stood for memories into my logo. And then at the bottom of the Polaroid, like where you'd usually like write a title or the date, I wanted to put my signature, and that was kind of the idea I had. So with that idea in mind, as you can see, I kind of went onto the internet and just kind of googled what tool to use to create a logo. I didn't really end up finding anything too helpful, so I just kind of went with Adobe Spark, which is also, by the way, the platform I use to create all of my thumbnails. And on there, I just kind of threw together a Polaroid and some thought bubbles, and then also tried to add on my signature. So I actually first drew or kind of made my signature on the iPad, and then I shared that over to my laptop and added that into Adobe Spark as well. And then I kind of combined all of those three things and changed the color to white and exported it, because I knew that my website eventually I wanted to kind of have darker colors. So in order for my logo to really stand out, it had to be white. And then I kind of tried playing around with that and kind of looked at how it looked, and I wasn't really too happy, so I actually ended up scratching that whole idea with the Polaroid and the thought bubbles, and only added my signature to be my logo, because that was very personal. It's my own signature. It's something that people can use to identify my work with, so that's what I went with. It looked a lot cleaner on the website as well. And speaking about website, I'm not going to be creating my website in this episode, but in the next episode, so definitely subscribe if you want to see how that works. And if you want to know how to literally create a business website in like half a day maximum, like probably even quicker, go and subscribe and check out that video once it's actually out. Okay, so now I talked about kind of the first two aspects of branding, which are logo and tagline, but then we have this third aspect, which is kind of identity, or like really embodying the feeling of your brand, or whatever you want to call that kind of brand identity. How well does your work actually reflect the brand that you're trying to create? And that's kind of a much harder topic to kind of give you advice on and to talk about. So don't take what I'm about to say literal. Like, there's a lot of different ways to approach this, but basically what you want to keep in mind is if you choose a tagline that really speaks to you, this is going to be a lot easier to do. But basically, because I kind of had the photos feed memories tagline, I knew that on my website that I'll be creating in the next episode, I wanted to speak about memories a lot, and I wanted that to be something that people, if they come onto my website, that's something that they kind of tie to my website and to my work. That my work, or one of the points of my work, the hope that I have, is that I can allow people to have better memories, make more memories with my work. And so when they go onto my website, I wanted to use the word memories a lot. For example, in the about page, I could say something like, I'm a photographer in Vienna and Vancouver, blah blah blah, and I want to use photography to help you make better memories, or something like that. That's just like off the top of my mind now. But to use those words recurrently on your website is one way to really kind of bring home that message that this is the brand you're trying to create, and to really also give the impression that you are embodying that brand. So I hope that kind of these three things really help you guys out if you want to start making money with photography or start creating an online business. Branding is definitely very, very important, since this is what allows people to kind of recognize your work, and it also allows you to have a better connection with your customers, your clients, and just people that are interested in your work and in you, essentially. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like down below. That would be super, super awesome. You guys are the best. Comment if you have anything to share, or I'd love to just get in touch with you. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the notification bell and stay safe, and I'll see you soon.